What's going on, Mongs? It's me, SemiMong, and welcome back to some more Crowfall. Today's going to be more of a general gameplay. Got a few things that I need to catch up on. So I haven't been on in about a week and a half. There has been an update to the game. Don't know if it brings new features or whether it's just bugs and hotfixes. So we're going to start it off, and I actually need to upgrade my little Gwynisian here with a new armor set, because for some reason we've got retribution bonus damage on our armor set at the moment, which really doesn't help. So on a hardened leather square with flexible, tough, which is meant to give me damage bonus to my piercing effects or my piercing abilities. Gives me a damage bonus to my piercing abilities, fantastic. But on a standard leather square, as you can see here, it gives me pierce resistance. So what I want to do here is whatever offensive statistic I want to increase, either my piercing damage, my bleed damage, or my critical hit chance, I need to make with the chest piece. And then the head, the hands, and the feet, I need to think of what defensive I want. Do I want a defensive against piercing abilities, against bleed abilities, or against critical hit? Now, pierce and bleed, of course, isn't across all classes, whereas critical hit is. So I'm probably going to make the helmet, the gloves, and the feet out of soft, so it gives me anti-critical hit, resistance against critical hits, and then make my chest piece out of a mixture of bleed and pierce for my main spell. Alright, let's see what rolls we get. So there we go, anti-critical strike and final damage, and then we'll have bleed or piercing effects on the chest piece. Damage bonus to piercing, fantastic. Alright, so at least now we've got a better armor set, something that's got anti-critical hit, anti-critical strike resistance, and damage bonus to piercing. And I believe bleed. Should one of them have bleed? Yeah, this one is the one with bleed. An extra 0.22% and a 0.24% to the piercing. It's come out as 0.75% to the piercing with the advanced, the other tunic. But of course, that's because it's not got the bleed on it. And then that can go to my ranger. So 0.44, 0.57. Of course, we're gonna have that one. 0.35. Oh no. 0.36, not much difference there. And 0.3 or 0.28, not much difference there either. The only difference is me thinking that you can still have to go get major disciplines off of mob bosses, but you can now buy them from God's Reach. All of the combat ones. Did not know this. This is going to be great. I just need to go earn some money, 500 each, and I've only got 500. And they've got the minor disciplines as well. This is fantastic, actually is. Hey, and I don't have to run to a keep or a fort. This is what I needed. I needed a bending form for a bow. So basically, whenever you want to swap between, say, the crafter or combat roles, of course, being a crafter, you want the crafting disciplines, leather worker, and I've got blacksmith equipped because it gives you more experimentation points. And then you want to swap to a more combat one, of course, because the combat disciplines give you different statistics and abilities, passive abilities and whatnot. All you're relying on is gold, which of course you can get from selling products to other players or from war tribe members and mobs and everything. So it's either you go out and you grind the war tribes, or you become a hustle king and a crafting king and just sell your weapons and armor to in your eternal kingdom, pretty much, your marketplace, to whoever buys them. You just gotta make sure you've got the gold coming in. Interesting. Of course, while I'm crafting this up in the leatherworking table, of course bowstring, leather and hide, I've got a lot of experimentation and experimentation points. But when I actually go to craft the bow, because it's woodworking, I've got no woodworking training, haven't got the woodworking discipline, so I'm going to be pretty lackluster when it comes to actually being able to get good statistics with experimentation. So the ranger's weapon is going to be a little bit subpar until I get a little bit more training in, pretty much. Really, I should have brought the woodworking discipline, but because I only had 500, it was either I buy the bending forms to actually craft the bow, or I can't craft it at all, so there's no really much point in it. Alright, time to make a load of potions, and then sacrifice them on the hunter, and make a little bit of progression there. Alright, it's actually time to switch to the hunter. We've got the armor set equipped on the Gwynisian, which is the only thing I really wanted to do. Now it's just time to go equip everything on the hunter, level the hunter up, see what talents and just abilities that we want. Crap, I forgot to make arrows. Oh, I'm going to have to come back and make arrows later on. Look at that ranger set, actually looks so cool. But right, what can we sacrifice? This is going to be a long process. Right, there's the first level. Level 9 even. Well, first level of today. Well, I'll have to chuck it in with the gun. A bit of wasted XP there. Don't think we're going to reach max level of 30. Maybe level 15? A little bit higher. We're going to have to chuck them both in, and then maybe this will give us another level to get to level 16. Not as much as I thought, really. But at least we're halfway there. Now I've got a set goal. Got my new armor set on my Guinea-Cian. Got my new armor set and weapon, even though it's a bit piss poor, on my Ranger. And we're halfway level to max, so I can go out, do a bit of gathering, get some more potions made up, and then of course other materials to upgrade armor and weapons and whatnot. And then just try and get money for some disciplines. But let's see, what do we want? There we go, so we've unlocked our first major discipline slot. Now it's just a case of unlocking the next one at level 20. And then going for Archer. Alright guys, I'm going to get down to the gold grind. That's going to be a separate video, getting some money for some combat disciplines. And then of course we can go out and pick what disciplines we want for the Guinea-Cian duelist and of course the Ranger. I've got more of an idea of the sort of playstyle and the abilities that I want on the Guinea-Cian. But the Ranger is going to be a little bit more of just testing and seeing what we like and what the class is like, of course. But yeah, it is a lot more helpful now that the combat disciplines are just outright purchasable. And of course we can upgrade them to get them better statistics and whatnot as well through the new discipline refining feature. But I'll be explaining that and just taking a look at all of that in the next video, so be sure to subscribe or check back to the channel. Be sure to check the description down below for links to my Game On, Amazon and Redbubble stores. But of course, thanks for all of the support, and I shall see you in the next video.